Hi, welcome back to Talk of Alabama. We continue our Pepsi concert series, and this morning we are talking to country singer Kelly Lang. Hey, good morning, Kelly. How's it going?
Oh, it's great. I'm so glad to be here with you today.
We're so glad to talk to you. You have a lot of great upcoming projects, but first I want to talk about your autobiography. So, what made you want to write that?
Well, I really didn't want to. I was kind of coerced into it. During the pandemic, I had a lot of time on my hands. So we started cleaning out the garage. Who wants to do that, right? But I found a lot of notes from back when I had been diagnosed with breast cancer 17 years earlier. And it just kind of hit me like a rock. And I didn't know what to do with them. I had even forgotten that I had written them down, but it was in detail. And I kept them for a reason. So my friend called me. She said, I had a weird dream about you last night that you had written a book and it had helped people. And I said, does that have anything to do with my notes that I found? And she said, actually, it does. So I started there and I went backwards to where I began and my musical career and the harsh, stopping point of breast cancer. But I go on further to how I have learned to live with that and live abundantly and happily all these years later. And I feel like it's a book of hope and inspiration to the reader.
Wow, and the title, I'm Not Going Anywhere, that's so personal.
Well, thank you. I wrote a song called that, I'm Not Going Anywhere, many, many years before, um, about 6 months before I was diagnosed with breast cancer myself. And years later, that was picked up for a national commercial for Ascension Hospitals. And thus the title of the book, it just kind of went hand in hand with the song.
Certainly. Are you expecting, people to be helped by this book? Is that what you're going for?
Well, ironically, I didn't know what to expect, but I have had, because the book came out during the pandemic, a lot of people used my song to comfort their family members that they perhaps were in nursing homes or in hospitals. Very, very, it's like a hug, of assurance kind of thing. And then the book followed thereafter. The people that were turned on to my music actually ended up buying my book and sending me. I've literally got thousands of messages from all over the world saying that the book has helped their loved one or themselves that might be going through a health crisis, or even it's just a fun, easy read. One thing I'm really proud of our book is that we've got QR codes after every chapter with videos to back up every story that I have. So it's kind of a interactive book if you like to go down that route. It's a bigger read if you get to see videos that go along with.
That is so cool. What a fun feature to include that, yeah, you can read the story and then see it happen too.
I'm a visual person. I'm creative and visual, and I had a lot of photos in there already. But when I have videos to back it up, why not be able to use them with current technology?
Yeah, might as well take advantage of it. And I love how your friend's dream came true.
Oh, she's amazing. She's always dropping hints on what I need to do next. And I'm like, I'm too tired. Please stop dreaming.
Can I talk to her? Can she tell me what to do? No.
Good. She's pretty awesome.
That's great. You have an album coming out this fall, Old Soul 2. And you have one of my favorite songs on there, Midnight Train to Georgia, like Gladys Knight and the Pips. Love that song.
Oh, my mom had her playing all the time when I was growing up, and I thought I was her at one point when I was a kid. I just loved her music. I didn't try to outdo her in any way. You can't. I mean, it's impossible. I just have such great respect and honor for her. I just love to go back and find songs that are just historically amazing, and people still hear them in the sound waves right now. But I wanted to do my own version and my own collection of these type of songs. So we've got like. Oh my goodness, Missing You by John Waite and What's Love Got to Do with It. There's a collection of songs that you just don't forget, and I just love doing them. But Gladys Knight being the first single off of the album, there's a video that came out yesterday on foxnews.com, and you can see it on my website, kellylang.net, that I'm happy in the video. I'm happy to sing her music and give her all of the glory that she deserves out of respect for her.
It's a great song. I'm sure you do a fabulous job covering it, though, too. So much fun to sing, right?
Oh gosh, you feel like you go back into a happier time. And the pips that sing in the background for her, of course I didn't have them, but I had a guy named Chip Davis, so I call it Kelly Lang and the Chips.
Love it. Love it. So, what's next for you, Kelly, in the next few months?
Oh my goodness. Well, I've got some speaking engagements coming up. I'm really excited about doing those because that's where I can really connect to the heart with my friends that come to see. And I've got an album that I'm getting ready to release, like you said, in the fall. But I'm getting ready to go into the studio and record a duet album with my husband, T.G. Shepherd. If you're a country music fan, you will know his name. And we have a lot of fun recording together and, traveling. I'm going to do the Iowa State Fair with him August the 15th. So I'm super excited about that. That's a huge fair.
What's it like to perform and to work with your spouse?
For us, it's incredible. I know he's had 21 number one hits. I would be remiss to not ask him questions and ask him advice. And we don't have any competition between us. We have a really solid friendship and marriage, and we celebrate one another. So when we get to sing together, it's a real treat for us. I know a lot of couples probably couldn't work well together, but it's just a great match. We learn from one another and we honor each other's careers and where we are. And I can't say enough good about him. He's a wonderful human being.
You guys have some harmony together musically and then in life.
Yeah, that's beautiful. We're partners in rhyme.
I love that. I love it. Kelly, it's been a pleasure talking with you this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thanks for having us and thanks for sharing my story and my music.
Much more Talk of Alabama is coming up. Stay with us.